You should buy a new car. Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School. 今回は皆さんびっくりするかもしれません。あの定番の英語 Should ですね。使いすぎると相手がイラッとする可能性があります。それは良くないですね。Should 自体は全く問題ないなんですけれど、使っちゃダメとは言ってないですよ。でもね、それ毎回言われると、言い方が悪いかもしれませんけど、うざいです。人の話し方でもよりますね。日本語でもそうだと思います。あれ、絶対した方がいいよ。あれした方がいいんじゃないの？英語の場合は You should do it がストレートすぎてきついです。皆さんそこまで気にしてない方がほとんどだと思いますけど、英語の人はですね、そういうのは割と敏感ですよね。人にもよりますけどね。とにかくもうちょっと優しい言い回しも覚えた方がおすすめです。ポイントが5つあります。今から英語でレッスンをしますね。Okay, it's time to get cooking. What linguistic treats do we have in store for you today? The first point. Have you ever thought about ing? So this is a nice passive way of making a suggestion. It's similar to how about or what about, but it creates a little more distance between you and the other person. So the regular one is, have you ever thought about ing? But you could also use the verb consider, which is basically saying the same thing, but when you use consider, you don't need to use about. Have you ever considered ing? Let's look at a real life situation. Imagine your co-worker's gray hairs are showing just a little too much, and you want to give some advice. Take one, action! Keiko, you should dye your hair. What? Who do you think you are? Cut. Take two, action! Keiko, I love your hair. It looks really smooth. Why, thank you. My shampoo is very expensive. Have you ever thought about dyeing it? I think you'd look great as a brunette. Yes, I've always thought about it. Thanks for the advice. Problem solved.
Ha! It is I, Zorro. Señorita, you have done nothing wrong. The only sin would be to deny what your heart truly feels. If you have never tried, you will never know. Anyway, we're going to die. It wouldn't hurt to try our best. Oh, excuse me, I must take this. Oh, hello, Mama. Oh,
Zorro,
Mama.
is that you?
Yes, Mama.
I can't get the Wi-Fi working.
The Wi-Fi. It is the Wi-Fi. Yes. Have you ever thought about rebooting the router?
I did that already.
Oh, Mama. Maybe you could get in touch with the support center.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, Mama. I love you. Big hugs. Big hugs. Mwah. Where were we?
The second one is, maybe you could. So this is a lovely, gentle way of giving advice that isn't too
in your face.
Grammatically speaking, could is used in the same way as should, with a base verb. So we have could plus base verb and should plus base verb. You don't use an ing verb with this one. Also, instead of using maybe, you could spice things up a bit by using perhaps. Maybe you could do it later. We could also say, perhaps you could do it later, which has a slightly more formal ring to it. Let's see how it's used. Now imagine your wife is complaining about being overweight. Take 1, action! You know what, Jennifer? You should go on a diet. What the? You are so insensitive. Take 2, action! Hey, Cupcake. You're looking lovely as always. Thanks. That's so nice. You know, I've been thinking, maybe you could join my gym. I guess I could lose a few pounds. Maybe we could go together. Job done. Number 3, it wouldn't hurt to. So this expression is a little stronger in that you're kind of criticizing the other person. So to criticize someone means to say bad things about the person's attitude or perhaps their performance. For best results, I'd use a nice, friendly tone with this one. In terms of grammar, you are using to plus the base verb. It wouldn't hurt to buy a gift. It wouldn't hurt to say thanks. It wouldn't hurt to call her. If you were to say it in Japanese, it would sound something like this. It wouldn't hurt to do something. You can also insert you after hurt. It's quite a common way of speaking. Here's how we use it in a practical situation. Imagine your partner has had a big argument with their best friend. Take 1, action! That was a terrible thing to say. You should apologize right now. Apologize? Jeez, I hate you. Cut. Take 2, action! Listen, I know you're upset. I've been there, believe me. I guess you know me best, but it wouldn't hurt you to apologize. It's best to make a fresh start. Yeah, you're right. I'll give her a call. Easy peasy.
There is someone that I must meet again. And until that day, not even death himself can take my life away. I must take this.
Zorro,
Ah, hello, Mama.
is that you?
Yes, it's me, Mama.
Zorro, the neighbour's cat keeps using our garden as a toilet.
The cat. It is the cat. Yes. It is always best to fight the cat at his own games. You have to become a cat.
Zorro, what are you talking about?
Oh, okay, Mama. You'd be better off getting a dog.
Get a dog?
I will stop by the pet shop on the way home. I'm going to get a dog. Until then, I love you. Mwah, mwah. Where were we? Aha, yes. We must fight until the death. Ha ha!
Number 4, I always think it's best to. So by using always, it kind of distances yourself and it makes it seem like you're just giving some good old sage advice. So sage advice is advice from an experienced and wise person. For the grammar, you are using to plus base verb. I always think it's best to save money every month. It's also common to use the negative version. I always think it's best not to spend all your money every month. Here's an example of how a real-life conversation might go. Imagine your son has come home with some terrible test scores. Take 1, action! I got a D on my test. You got a D? You should study harder. I'm doing the best I can. You don't know anything. Cut. Take 2, action! I got a D on my test. You must be disappointed. Yeah, I don't want to study anymore. I always think it's best to have a study plan. I can help you make one. You can? Ah, thanks, Dad. You're the best. Mission accomplished. Number 5, You'd be better off. When you want to kind of compare two choices, this is a great phrase. You'd be better off doing A than B. In a regular conversation, you don't need to say the B part. The grammar looks like this. You'd be better off ing. In Japanese, this is the basic gist of it. You'd be better off staying home. You'd be better off finding someone else. We can also use it in a negative way. You'd be better off not buying that used car. So remember, not comes before the ing verb. Let's apply it to real life. Imagine your friend starts wearing a wig and you think it looks ridiculous. Take one, action! What do you think of my new look? Is that a wig? You shouldn't wear that. It makes me feel young again. You're a terrible friend. Cut! Take two, action! What do you think of my new look? Well, it certainly makes you look different. You think so? In all honesty, you'd be better off just going bald naturally, like Vin Diesel or Jason Statham. Maybe I won't wear it after all. Thanks for your input. A happy camper. It's homework time. Okay, I'm going to give you a little listening exercise today. So do you remember earlier in this video, we heard from Zorro, okay? So he was talking to his mom. So I have a question for you about that. Okay, so the question is this. What two pieces of advice did Zorro give his mom in part 1? Okay, so there were two parts. Part 1, yeah? So put your answers down in the comments below and I'll check them when I get them. If you found this video to be useful, click over here and there's another really useful video about how to use stuff. Okay, just click over here and I'll see you over there. Let's go.